Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant Mind Meditation with Dr. John Gray, the #1 trusted relationship expert, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. What many people don't know is that John Gray spent 9 years as a celibate monk and the personal assistant to the founder of Transcendental Meditation. During this time, he learned powerful meditation practices and techniques, which he has developed and refined for the last 50 years. He now brings us his resonance, wisdom, and energy every week on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. on the Soul Search Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube. Join us every Wednesday.
And good day, good morning. It's good to be back. Last week I was unavailable to make our meetings. I certainly did meditate at this time because I knew everybody was joining the video. It's you don't actually have to be live with me while we're doing these, although it's more valuable if you can. But I know people all around the world at different times. So, and maybe people are watching this weeks later. Today's meditation is just a simple meditation. We're going to begin. For those who are just beginning with me, I would go to some of the earlier meditations where I explain everything, how we're doing this, but we start with our hands up in the air. And this is so that we just connect with our higher self. If you're a Christian, you can call upon Jesus as an intermediary, connecting you to God. If you feel you want to connect directly with the universe, you put your hands up in the air and you just hold them there for a little while and feel your intent to invite into your consciousness the awareness of that which created us, which creates everything, the infinite intelligence, the divine spirit, a pure positive energy that wants to bless us and bless this world, an energy that wants peace in this world, energy that wants love between parents and their children, children and their parents. We call upon this divine energy. We open our hearts to it. We reach to the heavens and we invite that into our lives. We call on it now. And then slowly move your arms to the side, expanding out to the height of your shoulders. Just feel yourself opening up. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Come, please come. Invite the blessings into your life today. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Please come and fill us with your blessings. Come. For Christians, through Jesus and Jesus' name, send your Holy Spirit, surround us with your angels of light and love. The pure forces of the universe, come. Help to guide us, help to bless us, help us along our way. Feel yourself just wide open to receive only pure positive energy. Oh, I'll put on a little music, which is at the ideal frequencies for meditation. There we go. Arms wide open. And then bring it in, slowly bring your hands into the level of the shoulders. Just have your palms facing out. Quite often little children will sleep in this way with their hands at shoulder length, facing out, elbows down. Dear God, our hearts are open to you. Positive energy. Let us take these few minutes this morning just to soak ourselves in an ocean of positive energy, of positive feeling, of comfort and ease. Feeling in your heart, standing alone on this planet, all the huge universe around us, the sun and the stars, how small and insignificant we are in some ways, and yet how important things are in our life. We seek to balance, to feel our smallness, and to feel our importance, because we are a part of the whole. We are needed to be the whole, for the whole to be. We are significant. And just feel the tingling in your palms and fingertips. And now slowly bring your hands together, not touching, just ever so slowly, ever so slowly. Feel the space between your palms and your fingertips, your whole hands lighting up, tingling, for some heating up, for some just a feeling of numbness as the channels of energy begin to wake up. And be aware of the space between your hands as your hands come closer and closer. You're becoming aware of the energy field around your hands as we expand this in our meditation to become aware of the complete energy field around us, merging into the energy field of the universe. Now slowly bring your hands apart, ever so slowly. The idea here is slow movement. Slow movement is peaceful movement. No rush, no anxiety. Everything's in the right place at the right time. Slow movement, awareness of that movement. As you slowly move back in, slow movement. And now we'll coordinate our movement with our breathing. Bringing the hands close together. Now on the inhale, to about the count of 5. We slowly expand out. And exhale, slowly come together. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly moving the hand as pulling the hands apart on the inhale. And coming together on the exhale. Pulling the hands apart and now palpating that space, which means slowly moving in and out just a little bit. Feeling your hands moving through the space. This is the energy of your field. And using this music, we use this frequency. As you listen to my voice and this music, this energy flows in these pure frequencies. as together we resonate with pure positive energy. So, dear God, our hearts are open to you. Come and fill us with your love and your light. Bless us this day and bless this day. Let this be a wonderful day. Let this day, beautiful things happen. Beautiful things become accomplished. This becomes a really good day. What would make this a good day for you? And stretch a little bit. Not that it has to happen for it to be a good day, but how could it be a better day? Calling upon the divine energy of the universe to guide us, to support us in our journey through this day. Bless us today as we open our hearts in this meditation to receive your blessings. And then we'll move our hands to an open position, offering. I'm doing this for those that set the movement out. So with our hands extended out, offering, offer this day to bring blessings to the world, to bring your love, to bring your energy, and call upon the universe, the divine energy. Use me to bless this world. Guide me in my actions today. Let the energy flowing through us today come into this world and help comfort those who are afraid. Help comfort those who are lost. Help them feel they're not alone at this huge awakening. For so long, people have trusted the authority outside them. Now it's hard to know what's true. Give us the wisdom to know what's true. Let freedom exist in the world. Let your blessings come, liberate. Liberate us to know what is true within our hearts. Liberate us from our resentments to find love. Liberate us from our fears. And replace our fears with gratitude and the blessings in our life. We offer these energies into the world through us, through our actions, through our mood, through our expressions. Let your energy of love and light, wisdom flow through us today, right now. And use the beautiful music, the frequencies of this music to resonate with all the cells in our body. Now imagine a beautiful forest. Beautiful green, with the light reflecting off the green leaves, the beautiful trees, using the blessings of Mother Earth. Bless us today. Ground us in the peace of nature. Imagine a beautiful scene, the ocean, spacious blue waters. Imagine the light reflecting off the water into 1,000 sparkles. Use this beauty to open our hearts to the beauty of who we are, to the beauty of this world that we live in. Let your light shine on us, shine through us. We bring kindness and compassion into the world. Help us to love ourselves and forgive ourselves for our mistakes. Now imagine being on a mountaintop looking out at a vast space. Feel the expansiveness, the unlimitedness, the unbounded consciousness permeates all existence. Using the frequency of space that is everywhere. And reflect for a moment that your body is made of space. And as you open your heart, fill that space with God's love and light. And now we'll make another movement, which is to circle the hands like this. You can see hands open and then come back down, but you can do it much slower. Palms open and out, and up, and around, and coming back down. This, I did it backwards because I was looking into the screen. So palms out, and counterclockwise, they go up and they come down, palms down. This is symbolic of we set our intention and now we let go. Right now, by your healing angels, for Christians, in the name of Jesus. Come, hear our prayer. Fill us with our blessings for the day. Heal our bodies. Let your light fill us, the space of these bodies, and the space around us. Right now. It's like we've delivered the message and God is responding. As you feel the energy shifting, a letting go, and an allowing a flow. Now take your palms, they're pushing down, turn them around up in a receptive position, but at your waist, resting on your legs, palms open to receive, feeling grateful. Grateful that your prayer, your intention has been heard, and that it's in motion. All that you want and need at this moment, in this day, is in motion. It's on its way. Like standing at the train station, you can hear its whistle. It's coming along. It's arriving. Let yourself feel that. Feel gratitude. And reflect over your life, things you're grateful for. Taking this moment to generate that frequency of gratitude. That frequency that makes you a magnet to draw in exactly what you need today to take your next step in achieving your purpose, aligning with your mission, clarifying your goals, your mission, and providing the support you need to achieve that. Imagine standing at the ocean, and as the waves come in, it's waves of gratitude. What are you grateful for? What lessons have you learned in your journey in this world? Be grateful for those lessons and feel your commitment to act based on those lessons. In your heart, listen to the phrase, "Dear God, help me," and fill in the blank. And now imagine that help coming and giving thanks for it. Thank you for hearing us. Thank you for sending your angels of blessings. And as you feel this beautiful, beautiful energy, we're going to just breathe it in. And on the inhale, we breathe in light all the way down to our belly. And then exhale any resistance, any darkness, any doubt, any fears, any sadness. We cannot let go until we can feel what we're really needing to let go of. So as you feel inside what it is that you want, that you need, that you've asked for, ask now that God take away any resistance, any negative energy, any negative emotions, any blocks that keep us from receiving your blessings. Feel what's ever holding you back from opening your heart fully and freely. Let it go. Imagine a beautiful, beautiful ocean, or lake, or body of water, and let the negativity flow out of you on the exhale through your fingertips into that body of water to wash it clean. Take away our fears. Using the ocean, using the water. Wash away any darkness inside of us, filling us with your light. Take away any unhappiness or sadness. Feel whatever disappointments you have in your life right now, whatever comes up, and ask God, take it away. Take away this burden. Take away this heaviness. Take away the sadness. And where in your life do you feel you're not seen or heard, appreciated or acknowledged? Take it away. Take away these old feelings. Know that you are loved. You are appreciated. That you're in this world and you make a difference. Let that old energy, just stagnant energy, flow out of you. Let it flow out through your palms and your fingertips. Be aware of your whole arms, and through your arms to your hands, let it flow out. Be aware of the space of your chest, let it be filled with light, and let the darkness flow out, down your arms and out your hands. Be aware of the space of your whole belly with all your organs. And let light flow into the darkness. Let the darkness, any old energy, blocked energy, flow up to the chest, down the arms, and out the hands. Go down to your pelvis, let the energy flow up. Any old energy, stuck energy, let it move. Let it move up to your chest, move down your arms, out your hands, into the ocean. Let your body be washed clean. The energy go all the way down. Your awareness go down to your knees, your ankles, your feet, and any stuck energy. Let that energy flow back up, 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 up. For negative energy is only negative when it doesn't, when it's blocked. Let it flow. Energy flowing from the tips of your toes, up your legs, filling your belly, all the way up to your chest, to your shoulders, down to your elbows, and out to your hands and fingertips. And breathing in through your fingertips all the way to your toes, pure positive energy. And let any old negative energy flow up the body and out through the fingertips. Breathe in light and exhale darkness. Breathe in light. Exhale darkness. To your whole body, breathe in light. Exhale darkness. Feel all the cells of your body tingling and let your attention concentrate at the base of your spine. With every inhale, move up the spine with your awareness a couple of inches. Relaxing on the exhale. Then start again from the base of the spine, going up a couple more inches. And then relaxing on the exhale. And breathing in from the base of the spine all the way up to 6 inches. And exhale, relaxing. This time going all the way up 8 inches. And relaxing on the exhale as the energy stays 8 inches. And then inhale, going up to 10 inches. These don't have to be exact, just a vague feeling. Gradually moving up. Right now, filling the lower back with your awareness, focusing in at the base of the spine, letting it travel up your spine to your lower back. With every breath, moving up 2 more inches. Now to your solar plexus. With every inhale, going a couple inches higher. Feeling the energy flowing in through your fingertips, up to your shoulders, down your body, all the way to your toes, back up to your pelvis area, at the base of the spine, moving up another 2 inches. And gradually moving all the way up to the atlas, where the spine connects to the brain, to the skull. Breathing in, exhaling, relaxing. Breathing in all the way to the brain now, pulling energy up to the back of the brain, storing it there, holding it there. So this time, as you breathe in, hold your breath, holding the light, holding the energy in the back of your brain. Holding your breath as long as comfortable. And then when you exhale, just relax, holding the energy in the back of your brain and drawing up a new supply of beautiful golden white light. Holding your breath as long as comfortable, holding the energy in the back of the brain. Drawing the energy through your fingertips and your palms, up your elbows, to your shoulders, down your body, to your knees, to your ankles, to your feet, up your legs, to your knees, to your hips, to the base of the spine, and up the spine, all the way to the neck, where the spine connects to the brain, to the skull. Drawing energy into the back of the brain and holding it there on the hold. You breathe in and hold it there, holding your breath as long as you comfortably can. And for some, you may not feel you need to breathe for quite a while. Your breath becomes very fine as you just let yourself merge into the light and let it be the light of love, feeling loved, feeling at ease, feeling grateful. Or when you feel grateful, you're being loved. All that you have to be grateful for is God's love and blessings for you. It's the evidence that you are not alone in this world. This world is not against you, it's for you. With every breath in, you draw that energy up from the base of the spine, adding more energy to the back of your brain. Holding it there, magnifying, intensifying the light. Just think, increase, and hold. Oh God, thank you. I am ready to receive more in my life. Fill me with your love and light. Bless me today. And let that light in the back of your head expand to the forehead, filling your whole brain with light. And if you don't see light, it's okay. Just imagine light. Imagine a bright sun. Let the light flow from the back part of your brain, expanding to the front part of your brain, to your forehead. Imagine the light filling the right brain completely. And now imagine the light filling your left brain. And now imagine the light filling your right brain and your left brain simultaneously. And as you hold this energy, this awareness, this light to your right brain, to your left brain, combine it with the back brain to the front of the brain. Lighting your whole brain, bring your awareness down into your heart. Fill your heart with this light, connecting your mind, your brain, and your heart. And as you bring your awareness, expanding your awareness from the brain to the heart, let the heart light up in your mind's eye. And reflect on someone or something that you love. Maybe you love being of service, love being able to help. Or you have children, feel your love for your children. Or you have a pet, feel your love for the pet. You have a partner in life, feel your love for them now. As the light from the brain comes down, holding in the brain, illuminates the heart. And now feel your love for those who passed on to the spirit world. Feel your love for them. Feel your gratitude for the blessings they brought into your life. Just sink into this ocean of love, into the spirit world, where you are loved unconditionally, where as you call out, they are there. Those people who love you, feel their love now, feel your love for them. Let your whole body be filled with this light and love. As you merge into this energy, just hold the thought. Thank you. Let your mind wander back into the past as you feel gratitude for those in the spirit world, thanking them for their blessings, for when their help or their support or their love help to guide you, help you, support you. For those who are younger, maybe you don't have anybody that's passed on yet. So just go back to your past and feel grateful for the teachers in your life, for people who believed in you, for people who helped you. And as you feel this gratitude, feel the energy from the base of your spine flowing up like a river of golden white light to the top of your head. Let there be a halo of light around the top of your head, circling around and around. Imagine this flow of energy, flow of light, filling you with gratitude and love, filling you with lightness and freedom, filling you with anticipation for a beautiful day. Let it flow to the top of your head, to the crown, and let it flow down to your forehead, to your throat, to your heart, to your belly, all the way back down to the base of your spine. And let it flow back up from the base of your spine to the top of your head, to your crown, spinning around. Let the energy flow back down like a shower flowing down the front of your body, all the way to the base of your spine. And let it flow back up to the top of your head. Let it flow back down. And as you become aware of the flow of up, the flow of down, allow yourself to experience the simultaneous flow of the energies going up and down at the same time. And rest in that space. As the energy is flowing up and down, it creates a circle. Energy circling from the base of the spine all the way down the body simultaneously. Like breathing in the divine energy, the golden white light. Breathing in from above all the way down. Exhaling, offering up energy back up to the divine. Filling your head, your brain with light. Filling your heart with light. And now bring your awareness down to your belly, to your belly button. Let that light fill the belly, from the head to the heart, to the belly. Relax your belly. And here in the secret of your heart and down into the belly, feel what it is you want in life. Let the universe know what you want. I want abundance. security. I want ease. I want creativity. I want to bless the world. I want my family to be happy. The world to be at peace. I want families to grow in love. I want health for people. I want to be healthy. I want to let go of all fears and worries and doubts. I want to feel at ease and comfortable and know this will be a wonderful day. Feel the love you have for yourself and for your life. And we had a good meditation. Feel peace. Feel ease. Feel comfort. Gratitude for this beautiful music playing and the people who created that music. Feel grateful to be alive at this time in the world. A huge change. Awakening. And when I count to 3, open your eyes and feel refreshed from a nice, sweet meditation. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and feel refreshed. Well, thank you for joining me in this morning's meditation. I'll be rushing back to continue writing my book. I have pretty much completed my book, which is called How to Talk So a Man Will Listen. Very, very important skill for women to learn. And then there's the book I pretty much have finished, but I have to edit all these things, which is the book I just finished last night, and it's called In this meditative state. I can't even think of what it's called, but I've been busy working on it, and it's a wonderful book. It's called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus: How to Be Happy with or Without a Man. I think this is a very, very important book. It's going to be the first one I release in this series. And you can always go to, someone asked how to email me. I don't take emails. I don't even read my emails. My assistant does. But you can go to marsvenus.com and do contact us. And you can contact us that way. Also, if you're new to this, I want to make a commitment. I've already made a commitment this year. I'm writing 10 books. I've got 2, and I'm set up to move them onto Amazon in the next month. I also have the Feeling Letter app, which is just fantastic. How you can use GPT to, or just use this app that uses chat, where it becomes your own personal therapist. It's called Heart Space. I think if I can get that name, it goes on as an app, the Mars Venus Heart Space. And then for Christians, I have one called Mars Venus Sacred Space, because it asks you questions, and from those questions, it then writes a feeling letter for you. For those who've read my books, you understand it's the key emotional processing tool that has changed my life, changed thousands of people's lives. It's most important element of my workshops. I do have a workshop coming up in July, and it's I've changed them around. I'm not doing a lot of content because there's so much content already online. It's only pure experiential in the context of how to heal your heart, how to open your heart, how to experience yourself as a man and a woman in a new way, increasing masculinity in men, increasing femininity in women, helping us to reverse this role reversal which is happening in our lives. There's just a huge crisis today, a hormonal imbalance, and we can help return that through the process that I've developed in the workshops, which are more powerful, of course, and present. One of the reasons I do these 3-day workshops is for my own personal benefit as well. They're in Marin County near San Francisco. It's a 45-minute drive from the airport. And it's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's one thing available. Also, at Soul Search, I'll be giving a talk this next Sunday or Saturday. You can go to Soul Search and find out when I'll be there. There it is. Join us Saturday at Rohnert Park Expo. And that's a free talk with me. We're planning a huge big tour for next year for the fall all around the world. So I won't be able to be doing these meditations then. So get them while you can. It's certainly a positive experience for me as well. So we have the books coming out. We have the app. We have our website, marsvenus.com. Please if you'd like notices, become a free member and get our newsletter and check out many of the apps, many of the short videos that we have. The most popular thing at our website is the free class right on the home page. And then there's the paid class called Understanding Men, which I highly recommend for all women. At the top are the super minerals of the mineral product, elemental orotates, which is a supplement that nobody sells, so I sell it, and it's so good for the brain. I think it's so powerful. There it is, elemental orotates at the top of the home page. And then we also provide free wellness coaching, uh, recommending the products that I use for my health and wellness, which are protein products, so special protein, grass-fed whey protein, which is low heat processed, which also is mixed in with a lot of good things, but also particularly enzymes. And you take this shake and you put it in water, 101 degrees or 110 degrees, whatever, in that range. You need to get a little thermometer and measure it. You got warm water, and you put your shake in, and several scoops of this powder. It's extremely low sugar, so it's not like a milkshake that can give you a big buzz. It gives you a different kind of buzz because you let it sit for 45 minutes or a few hours, doesn't matter, and it pre-digests itself. It pretty much turns all into foam, and what you have there is pre-digested proteins, because when you're stressed, your body can't fully digest proteins, and that doesn't give your brain all of the amino acids that your brain needs. And this amazing product allows you to uh, assimilate these amino acids. See, when you eat a protein, your digestion breaks it down and releases out of the protein these amino acids. And then your body puts together the amino acids to do everything in your body, and particularly for all of your dopamine in the brain to give you motivation, serotonin in your brain to give you comfort and ease. You get a nice balance of those things, and you get a blend. You create GABA. GABA, it makes you feel full of love, gives you energy, blesses your meditations, opens your heart. GABA gets produced when you're listening to beautiful music that inspires you. And so we want to be able to get the foundation. So we have our mindset, we have our heart, we have our behavior, we have our relationships. But we also need the nutrition. So this wonderful protein product is available. Ellen can guide you in how to use it for you. And if you want to lose weight, you can just amp up the protein. You amp up the protein and go off the sugar for a while. That's all. When you eat that much protein, you have no cravings for sugar. And so you actually lose weight if you need to lose weight, and you build muscle mass. And this program has been proven with peer reviewed studies, several have been done. And Ellen will explain that to you. And it's free for her to explain that to you and help coach you. And we do need coaching. We need someone who's done it. You know, when you uh, have to tell you, part of my inspiration, which is to write this 10 books this year, was I watched a videotape of a guy who'd written over 2 years 100 books. And so I thought, oh my God, if he can do that, I have so much information. I can, this is all 20 years old information, behind me, or at least 10 years old, some of it 20, some of it 30. I haven't written anything in 10 years. So I used to write a book a year. So since I haven't written much in 10 years, I'll just write 10 books. But it's because I can resonate. I can see, okay, he do it, I can do it. Well, when you want to cleanse your body of toxicity and you want to rebuild your muscle mass, give yourself support for optimal brain function, you need to talk to somebody who's doing it, who does it, and hear the inspirational stories. It's quite amazing. So I recommend you go to marsvenus.com and you go to contact. At the bottom of the page is a place where you can say contact us, and you come to a page and you say that you'd like to talk to Ellen, and give your phone number, and Ellen will call you. Uh, Also give your email, and she will send you her phone number. So she's ready, happy to coach people. She does it all day long. She loves doing it. She tells me all the amazing benefits that people get. And um, it's illegal for me to tell you all the benefits that you'll get. And I watch it. I see so many take this pill, do this, do this. I tried them all. They're just stories. Find something where there's actually peer-reviewed studies proving that something really works. And it can work for you. But particularly you have to do it, and by amping up the protein, increasing your calories of protein in a form that your body can handle. See, you can't really eat too much protein because you only assimilate 30% of it, and the rest is toxic. It's your body has to get rid of that. It's hard on your kidneys if you eat too much protein. But if you pre-digest it, they've measured this. There's 93% is completely assimilated of the protein. There's no toxic anything has to be eliminated afterwards. It literally turns to air. It's like foam. It's miraculous. It's like a magic trick. Nobody's ever done it before. Mixing the protein with the enzymes, letting them cook all by itself, and it will bubble up, and it will transform right before your eyes. It's amazing. So this is the amazing program for you. So you've got the minerals, which have lithium orotate in it, and calcium orotate, magnesium orotate, and then it also has ashwagandha, has bacopa, has fulvic minerals, has all the good stuff. And you can look it up. You can look up every one of those ingredients, and they're just all great for you. You take 2 capsules, but the reason I really focus on it is because one of the key ingredients is one of the key that most people don't know is boron. Boron is amazing for the brain, all kinds of benefits. But then lithium is known to balance dopamine and serotonin in the brain. If you've got the ups and downs, if you have your mind starts ruminating and circling around, going over things, it will stop it. It's amazing. That's being stuck in a stress state. And what happens is your brain will be in present time, but when you're producing cortisol, cortisol says to the brain that you're facing a saber-toothed tiger. I mean, basically, you're in danger. So your mind is looking around at this beautiful scene that I see, my forest outside my office here. It's all beautiful, but if you're in a stress state, you're looking for the tiger. Where's it? Where's the tiger? Where's the tiger? What's going on there? What's going on there? And that's got overreaction, and that overreaction produces negative emotions of anger, emotions of fear, emotions of disappointment, sadness that you're stuck in this place, and also regret that you got here. Those are the four emotions of the feeling letter. That's what I just finished writing, that chapter of the feeling letter. And I wrote out 7 feeling letters, and just to read them in the book makes you cry. Well, a few of them make you cry because they relate to universal feelings. One of them is a feeling letter to someone who's passed on. As you all know, my wife Bonnie passed on. I just have to say her name and think about her, and tears still come to my eyes. But this is part of the healing process, which is that when you learn to process your emotions, it's not like suffering. I just feel like I got to take an emotional shower just then of feeling love, because when your heart is open and you're missing someone, it's painful for people unless they just shift their gears over a little bit. And you have to heal the wound, which is another book I'll write this year. But it's the healed wound doesn't mean you don't miss the person. It's you think about them, you see a picture. My phone sometimes brings a picture up. Sometimes my friends will send me a picture of me and Bonnie. Just like it's like having a shower of love, because I miss her in my life. And you just have to ask the question. See, this is deep thinking. Why do I miss her? I miss her because I love her so much. Not because I loved her so much. It's I miss her because I love her so much. And so in that moment, you get to feel that much love, such deep love. And the irony is that I feel more love now than I even felt when we were together. Why is that? Because when you lose someone, your heart opens even more. It's just the nature of things. What we do as human beings is we habituate, we take things for granted. Things are available to us all the time. It's no longer that special. But take it away and you begin to appreciate it. And as many of you know, that my whole life savings was eliminated. It's not like I don't have a job, I make money and everything, but you have the backup of your savings to invest in things and develop things and projects and so forth. Everything that I had accumulated from my family and for whatever emergency comes around. I had in a fund, and the guy died, and we found out that there was nothing in the fund, that was all scam. So that was a huge loss. Uh, but so the result of that is I said, okay, I got to build it up again. That's what also part of what motivated me to start writing books again. That's my income. That's how I make money, which is writing books. So this year I'm going to write 10 books. I don't know if they'll all be published, but I've got a list of 100 books. Okay, so this will be plenty of things to look forward to in my long life. Uh, and I was hearing some videos on people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and that is in my family. And many of you know that 20 years ago, 22 years ago, I had Parkinson's disease, and I cured it using lithium and protein and digested protein. And it's all just about giving your brain the food it needs, and not being stressed in your life. That's what caused it. Ironically, the peak of my success, of at least at that point, getting out into the world, it was just everywhere all the time, every interview, every TV show, all these things, never nonstop, big audiences, traveling the world. It was wonderful. And at the same time, it's a source of stress for the body, to always be interacting with that much energy. And that overstimulated the dopamine receptor sites in my brain. Excitement, positivity. It can be stress and danger, but it can also be too much good. Too much of anything, good or bad, is not good for you. And so that desensitized the receptor sites in the brain. And, I learned to heal that by living a balanced lifestyle and getting enough rest and relaxation. But anyway, I was mentioning that the researchers were finding that one of the biggest causes of dementia and Alzheimer's is we stop using our brains. Just keep using your brain is a big part of that. Another part of that is sugar. Just to know that when your body processes sugar, it produces massive free radicals in the brain, which injures your brain and desensitizes the receptor sites on the neurons to receive the sugar, and that's called insulin resistance. So dementia, they now say, is kind of like a diabetes of the brain. So really have to cut out the sugar. Um, and I've made that pledge to myself because every time I get a really flat belly and I feel really perfect weight, uh, I go, oh, now I can eat sugar. So this time I've gotten back to my almost perfect belly, and I'm not just going to go splurge on the things that I can splurge on, but I'm going to think about my brain. I'm going to think about a lifetime of clarity, that I can be of service and I can continue to produce these wonderful books, this wonderful information. And I thank you for your support in helping me to do that. So I think I'll finish up today. Someone's saying here, legal minded friends, Karen Cole, I'll be buying your new book because I'm happy without a man. But when I am in a relationship, last one 16 years, always thinking we will break up because I'm not very tolerant. Yeah, you become more tolerant when you've been alone for a while. If you miss love, uh, I'm a lawyer, and so much of my family cases need a lot of support. That's why I read and watch Dr. Gray, so I can give emotional support with legal advice. That's really great. Law is a tough thing because you're always dealing with rules and rules. And, life is a lot easier when you don't demand perfection. And, my daughter Lauren said to me recently, I remember it because she says, Dad, I've watched you my whole life and you're so forgiving. And I see how that makes you so peaceful. I'm inspired by that you could, it just makes your life peaceful. Uh, One of the chapters in my new book on how to be happy with or without a man, it's what can men provide and what can men not provide. And when you realize what men cannot provide, that's what you have to provide for yourself. That becomes a foundation. So when men are not providing everything you want, it's no big deal. You have your boundaries, so you know how to make yourself happy. And then what can you get out of them? That's a nice thing. Same thing for me as a man. I have my work, I have my happiness, I have my relationship. You know, what can this person offer me? And that's good enough. I'm just grateful that for what they can provide for me. I don't expect everything from one person, and that's such a key factor. And people are saying thank you. I always appreciate your messages of thanks and gratitude. And now it's time for me to get back on the horse and go for a ride, writing this new wonderful book, finishing it up. The um, Men are from Mars, Women are from Venus: How to Be Happy with a Man, Without a Man. And this is an interesting book. I'd recommend men to read it, although it's written for women, to women. But it's really interesting as a man to understand the way women think and the way they don't understand us. And if you can understand what a woman needs from us, which is what this book talks about, how she can get it without a man reading the book, then you have a whole wealth of insight into how you can provide the support that women are looking for. So many women have told me that they have wonderful relationships and they say, yeah, my husband had read your book. And after we got married, I read the book and realized he was doing all this stuff because he'd read the book. Uh, but I'm really focusing on just giving women that sense of I can do it myself. I can be happy without a man, and I can be with a man, and I can get what I need from a man without a man reading this book. Because statistically, men don't get these books. Men often gets these books when it's almost too late. Unfortunately, they just think everything's going on fine, and she's busy struggling, doing everything she can to to get there. And then finally, she just burn out because she's doing everything wrong. I'm also writing this book just to women because there is a theme of the women. If you're responsible to get what you want from a man, then you start feeling like, oh my God, is it my fault? Well, no, it's also his fault. But you have the power to bring out the best in a man. You also have the power to leave a man and find a better man. You also have the power to be happy on your own. If you can't be happy on your own, it's really hard. It's really hard to be successful in a relationship with a man. Otherwise, you'll just need too much. You'll demand too much. And when you demand too much, you're unhappy. And take that as a general theme, which is anytime you're unhappy, you're demanding too much. You're demanding what isn't there. I'm not sure, but I think I've used it twice in this particular book. I can't imagine if it's another book. Uh, but it's that wonderful serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept what I can't change, and the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Such a powerful phrase, such a powerful book. And of course, the wisdom is read my books and you'll figure out not that you need courage to do it, but to understand how to create the change, how to bring out the best in somebody, how to bring out the best in you. These are powerful, powerful lessons. And another thing I was writing about is how human beings, how we are affected by what we see. We're affected by what we hear tremendously. We don't realize how much we're sort of, our thoughts are molded by our parents when we're growing up, and by people even today, and by the books that we read or the videos that we watch. They all influence us. And it's why I stopped watching the Academy Awards. Uh, it was about 10 years ago. And I realized that it was like there were these deities, like there were these gods. And I went, ugh, this is terrible feeling, when you're looking up to them like they're amazing. And it happened, it happened. It's a phenomena of fantasy. It's a spell that overcomes you because they're bigger than life, and their values are not your values. It's not who they are. They're all fake. You know them as the personalities in their movies, and that's not who they are. So you're sitting there looking at a lie. This is why I do these videos also. It's just so people can have the experience of somebody who's actually real, and that who I present myself as is what I am. And I walk my talk. I am what I say. I express who I am. Reality is very, very important uh, for us to get a taste of what's real, because theater is a little different in that theater we're pretending. We know that what we're hearing is a lie. We know they're pretending. But when it's bigger than life and when it's on the screen in front of us, uh, it takes on a different dimension of fakeness. And so much of what is going on in the world today, we just don't know what is true, what is not true. And we begin to believe what is not true. And to whatever extent you believe what is not true, you disconnect from your ability to know what is true. It's a basic theme. I should write a book on that, just knowing the truth. But the deception, that will be in the childhood book, Healing the Past. So much of our own anxieties and stresses and blocks and procrastination and inability to fully be present in the world, bring our gifts into the world, let our hearts be open, is that we believe lies. The lies we believed are that we're not good enough. It's a simple concept. We believe we're not good enough. We believe we don't deserve more. We believe that that we're not lovable. We beat ourselves up. We believe that we can't, that what we want, we don't deserve. We believe that we should be better. We compare ourselves with others. So these are the messages of childhood that our parents can't help but give them to them, because they're living in that world of you have to be better. You have to be better. Now, certainly we can be better. I want to be better. I'm committed to being better, but I don't have to. Right now in this moment, I'm doing all right. I'm good. But you'll see that I see this a lot in China, just this strong pressure on having to follow the rules and be the best and do the best and work hard. So much anxiety, so much inability to relax and feel love, having to push harder, never enough, never enough. Well, that's the message we get from our childhood, which is we're never enough. Our parents always want us to be better. Their happiness depends on us to be better. We feel pressure to be better. So that's all a lie. It's believing the lie. And when we believe the lie, then we're not able to believe the truth. It's as simple as that. If I hold on to this as true and it's a lie, then here's the truth right over here, but I can't look at it. I don't see it. And then coming back to this beautiful chapter I wrote in this book on how stress affects us, I've created this idea. I hope it flies. It's a little complicated, but it's later in the book. It's not the easy ideas, but you know how in Men Are From Mars, I've created this idea of men go to their caves, and it's pretty much accepted in the world, which is, and it was very accepted when I wrote the book. It was very easy to look at that, uh, and for women to realize, oh, don't have to take it personally. Well, I mentioned in Men Are From Mars that women also go like waves. They're positive and they go down, they go up. Women don't like to admit that, and although men have no problem admitting I'm in my cave, I'm out of my cave, I'm loving one day, I'm not so loving the next. But when it comes to women, when they go up, they're full of love, but when they go down, they're not. They feel resentful, they feel frustrated, they feel angry, they feel sad, they feel like feeling good. That's all covered up by just feeling overwhelmed, but they're stressed. So they go up feeling really good, then they go down feeling stressed, they go back up. And then sometimes, like men go all the way in their cave and they stay in their cave for a while, women go into their well. The well is this place where women just go into their feelings and they're overwhelmed. You know, they don't feel love, they don't feel light, they're just surrounded by problems everywhere. And so that's the well where they're not able to shine and express their love. And a lot of women just aren't aware of that, because women are the masters of suppression, because women have 10 times more estrogen. So that means they have 10 times more blood flow. They actually have 8 times more blood flow to the emotional part of the brain than a man, unless a man is highly stressed. For women, little stress, they have 8 times more blood flow to the emotional part of the brain. And that needs to be expressed. And if she doesn't express it, she suppresses it. And the way she suppresses it is by just becoming masculine, by producing testosterone, solving problems, getting things done. What that does produces testosterone that pushes down her estrogen. And that's the suppression of emotion. So in our world today, where women are so much on their male side, they're suppressing their emotions. And when they're suppressing their emotions, what happens is their body produces stress hormones. And so the first stress hormone is adrenaline, and that's just minor stress. But if she can't, it means there's some tension that goes on. And if she can't express those emotions, which you can't while you're in the work world, what happens is your stress level goes from adrenaline, which is low stress, to cortisol. This is just biology. If you don't express your emotions, your adrenaline turns into cortisol, or your body then makes cortisol. And cortisol is the high stress hormone. And anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, you're producing cortisol. Now, what cortisol does, it's a hormone that says you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. That's all. Your brain produces the same brain chemicals as if you're being chased by a tiger. This is the way we're wired up for the whole development of the brain. We went through the whole survival thing. whatever. We can just measure your brain is producing cortisol. Blood flows primarily to the right prefrontal cortex, going to the right prefrontal cortex. You see negativity. So you're constantly looking at what's wrong. What's the future going to be like? Will we have enough money? Is he going to leave me? Does he love me? Will I always be alone? How do I get this done? Will my children get sick? Will I have to pay my taxes? Well, that's not till next week. So why am I worrying about it now? So this whole living in the future thing is all due to the hormone cortisol. And you can practice. I'm going to be here now, be here now. Which, back in 40 years ago, Be Here Now was a great book. And then The Power of Now came in. And my wife loved that book for a while because it pointed out, you're always living in the future. You're worrying about this, worrying about this. I couldn't understand it because after all my years of meditation, I'm always in the now. So it was, which could produce a few problems. We don't worry about the future at all. So everything is great. But still, you learn your lessons to still worry a little bit about the future. But the now, unless there's a tiger facing you, you're not in survival, yet your brain thinks you're in survival. And so women, just as men go to their caves to release stress, women overreact in order to release stress. Overreaction needs to be natural and normal, acknowledged part of a woman's life. When our whole culture says, oh, you're reacting, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're making a big deal out of nothing in a judgmental way, what that does is makes women defensive against someone pointing out that she's overreacting. So we have a sense of norm is you should never overreact. But if we make that normal, accept that, yeah, when women are under stress, they overreact. They need to talk about their feelings. And if you accept this as a norm and not something you judge, then a man can listen. He can listen. This is what makes me such a good listener. I know anybody who has negative emotions, they're overreacting. They're out of balance. Does that mean that they're not valid as a human being, that they're not a reasonable and loving person? No. A reasonable and loving woman will overreact. And the more she loves, the more she's going to overreact because the more emotion she's going to have, which her lifestyle suppresses because women are too far to their male side. So how do women come back to their female side? They need to overreact. And if you don't have a woman who can overreact, and it's not a problem if you realize that all she needs when she overreacts is just to be able to talk and feel heard without interference with somebody telling her she shouldn't feel the way she feels. Well, we all know she should feel the way she feels because it is an overreaction based upon the suppression of emotions. And for her to come back to an open heart and hormonal balance and happiness and joy in her life, she has to overreact. But women have just got blocked into this whole thing because in the work world, you can't overreact. I do not want to hire someone who's going to throw a tantrum while they're fixing my shower plumbing. We have to behave in a centered, logical, reasonable, caring way. So women can easily do that. They have all this testosterone. They just make their testosterone. They suppress their emotions during the day, but they need an outlet in their personal life. Just like a man solving problems all day long, serious problems, he needs to come home and waste time. This is what cave time is, as any activity a woman would think is a waste of time. What overreaction is any expression of feeling that is inappropriate and a man would think is unreasonable. And it is unreasonable from one point of view, but it's reasonable from the point of view that her brain is producing stress hormones, and therefore she needs to just share those. The way we look at overreaction is like if somebody has a muscle tension, if they have tension in their body, they go, oh, you're overreacting. What's wrong with you? No, you get a massage. All sickness is just the consequence of all these suppressed emotions, which men do have suppressed emotions as well, because when we go into a high cortisol state, we will produce a lot of emotions that we have to suppress because we don't know how to process these emotions. Either we suppress them or we act out on them. And that's the worst thing. But see, you can't let go of a negative emotion if you act out on it, you're giving it reality. You're saying, oh, this is reasonable. I should act on this. I have this anxious fear. I shouldn't get on airplanes. So then I don't get on airplanes. Well, that just reinforces that I never get on airplanes. All these irrational fears in our life are all based upon real fears that we don't want to look at. Find out what you're really afraid of. And that's by these are emotions that were suppressed in our childhood. And to the extent that men do go into a cortisol state, it's that their life is bringing up unresolved issues from their childhood, because for the first 12 years, 13 years for a male, he has the same estrogen levels as a little girl. So suppressing emotions then will affect him for the rest of his life. I guess this is my book on healing the past or processing emotions. Not sure what the title of that book will be, but I'm sure it's fascinating to everybody. It's such interesting information to me. But we just need to have clarity around overreacting to where a woman can actually say, in coded language, because we're still making a transition, which is, I just need to talk about my feelings. You don't have to say anything. I need to process them, and I'll come back to feeling really good. Well, what does that mean? It means that whatever you're feeling is completely irrational, illogical. But it's from one point of view, if you perceive the world as a tiger attacking you, then to experience what your reaction is logical. It's a reasonable reaction to bring you back into present time, because the only way you can correct something is to realize you're making a mistake. Your brain recalibrates and comes back to present time. And what she needs in present time, what can help her, one is the objectivity from writing out her feelings, but two, the objectivity that comes when somebody is hearing her, then their mirror cells open up, and her mirror cells open up. And so she experiences me hearing her all subconsciously. This is why having a listener who's not talking, thinking, or trying to solve your problem, but just being present with you is extremely healing and powerful. So that's all in my book, How to Talk So a Man Will Listen. And in that book, I explain this whole science of mirror cells. And if you talk to a man and he senses he's being blamed in any way, his mirror cells close down. He can't feel what you're feeling. He can't. It's impossible. This is why women go, oh, he's so narcissistic. Is, well, women feel he's disconnected. A real narcissist is disconnected. They have a big psychological problem, and they can't open their mirror cells. And so they stay down. So they have no empathy, no compassion, no ability to understand or look at what somebody else feels or thinks or suffers. That's a whole big subject, but that's a narcissist, a real narcissist. His mirror cells are completely shut down. It could be through trauma of many generations in the past, not just his own parents being traumatized and being traumatic to him, but also previous generations of our history can have so many terrible things of brutal killing and murders and everything. Well, I'll just say it for a moment. If you have a genetic lineage of people who uh, were killed or participated in killing, and a lot of that violence going on, then you can't. It's too painful to feel that the evil of that. And so the only way they can feel is to duplicate the evil and hurt somebody else. So by hurting others, they feel, as opposed to, I feel more when I hear the pain of others. I don't inflict the pain to them. But that's how my heart opens even more, is to my mirror cells open up and can feel compassion for others. So that's one route. The opposite, the dark side, the evil side, is they can't feel alive unless they cause pain to others. Whereas I feel alive through compassion and service and helping, by feeling the needs and pain of others to help them. So this is the light and dark forces in the universe. They exist. So back to understanding the narcissist, which it might be a whole book, how to not marry a narcissist, something like that. But it would be uh, this inability to feel what somebody else is feeling. It's cold, it's heartless, it's disconnected. Well, when a man feels blamed, his mirror cells temporarily completely shut down. They completely shut down. It doesn't mean he's chronically in a state of not knowing what love is. He still loves you, but his ability to feel you in that moment and to feel his own feelings shuts down. But he has the momentum of solving problems, trying to be helpful, and so forth. That's who he is. But the actual experience of connecting with him is gone because you blamed him, or he feels he's being blamed. You could just be disappointed that you're unhappy and you're stuck with this guy. He's going to feel blamed by that. He'll feel criticized by that. His mirror cells shut down. And when his mirror cells shut down, he can't feel compassion for you. It's only temporary because they can open up again. So in my book, How to Talk So a Man Will Listen, I explain all of the tools and techniques and strategies a woman can do to open up a man's mirror cells. Because then you can make him do anything you want. Uh, and as a man hearing that, well, a woman can make me do anything she wants. Yeah, as long as it's my choice. It's not like you're controlling him outside of his choice. But it's like when my wife is really happy and she knows how to open my mirror cells, I want to be of service to her. There's this nobility inside of men that you activate, which is we're totally selfless. A man is selfless. He has to make his own decisions to make sure that he can provide the service that he's here to provide. But selflessness is the ultimate of masculinity. And the flip side of that is selfishness is the ultimate of femininity. As women will look at men as being selfish when they're unhappy about that, it's because they're not allowing their own selfishness to come up. There has to be somebody who needs a man for him to be motivated. If you don't need a man at all, men have no motivation. Where are the men? They're all gone. If you have no men in your life serving you, it's because you're serving yourself. Okay. It's because you want more than they can provide. When a woman comes to me and complains that she wants to end the relationship, she has a whole long list of he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this. There's a whole big list of what he doesn't do in my book. Well, what is all that? That's just focusing on me, 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 me. Men just have one basic selfishness. And for men, unless they're way on their female side, for men, his basic selfishness is no matter what I do, I get no results. This job isn't working. It doesn't make her happy. That's all men care about. Are you happy? Or you're not happy? When you're happy, it opens his mirror cells. He can connect with the love in his heart. He can connect with compassion. He now has motivation. He has energy. One woman was sharing with me that, my husband gets a call from his buddies. He has instant energy. He just leaps out. Oh, we're going to go golfing. Okay, let's go do that. Oh, you want to go play tennis? Oh, go do that. Oh, we're going to go on a fishing trip. Oh, can't wait to go. Is it talking to guys? They just have instant energy. He comes to life. But when she wanting to talk with him, he's just like ready to fall asleep. And what is that? It's that in the relationship, the challenge there is she doesn't know how to keep his mirror cells open. For her, she's an amazing woman. She's always giving advice. This is the challenge for women, is that when you're really smart, women are really, really smart, and they sitting there watching you all the time. And by the way, it's always easy to watch somebody and be critical of them than when somebody's watching you. You see, it's like, well, so much I can say on all that, but just when you're observing something, you can see what's wrong as opposed to observing yourself. As people know, it's always easier to see other people's problems than your own problems. Well, so she's over here watching her husband's problems all the time, giving him advice, giving him correction, trying to help him, improve him. And it all feels like love. You see, it's a nurturing kind of love, but women don't realize that's toxic love. I mean, it's a good book, but no women are going to read it, toxic love, because it points out that the way most women love men today is toxic love. It's a little too harsh to convey that. But anytime you're trying to improve a man, it's toxic love. You do it out of love, but it's basically the message he receives is, oh, I didn't ask for that help, so he's not open to receiving it. He feels like, oh, so what I'm doing isn't good enough. And I know she's thinking, but don't you want to be better? Yes, every man wants to be better, but he has to be in control of himself. He can't lose himself. And of course, women judge men for that because women are always losing themselves. That's their biggest complaint, which is, I've been giving and giving and giving. I got nothing back. Well, that's because they haven't been selfish enough. See, you have to be selfish. Femininity is gratitude, for example, is femininity. When you're feeling grateful, that's feminine energy. so grateful. We were just soaking in our female side in the meditation today, which was feeling grateful, really going into just such a beautiful feeling. It's love, it's gratitude, it's abundance, it's I have, it's I have. Well, you can't feel grateful unless you feel selfish. What is it that I need? What is it I want? My goodness, I got it. I got it by feeling selfish, being aware what your wants and needs are instead of being selfless. Now, for me, the gratitude is my female side. So I have a male side, I have a female side, but the what allows me to go to my female side is that my male side is strong and that I've done things producing results. That's my male side. But then I can be grateful for the support I get in doing things. So I'm like thinking back to the teachers in my life, people who've supported me. These people have helped me to do things, to know myself. But the men, it's always the context of what I can do for others, how I can help others, how I can achieve. And of course, there's the selfishness that goes with I have to get rewarded for that, for sure. I have to get the feedback that says I did a good job. Not that all men are selfless. When a man goes too far to his female side, then he just thinks about himself in a limited way, as opposed to the soldier who goes into battle has to think about himself all the time. But what is the purpose of being there? What is his mission? It is to be a protector. It is to protect his family. And of course, he's deluded into thinking that these wars are actually protecting his family when they're really just fueling the military industrial complex. Uh, but I don't need to get political. There's plenty of political people out there, but I think that's a very known thing, which is that every war we've been in, uh, since you've been alive, if you're listening to this, has been a failure. There was no point. We saw that it was fake to go into Iraq. It was fake. We didn't have to go into there. It was all based on a lie that they had weapons of mass destruction. They didn't. It was based on we were going in there to, and then they changed it to we're going in there to bring our Western values. Did that happen? No. Western values were already there. We push ourselves against other cultures will push back, and that's what we see. We saw it with Iran. Iran used to be very, very I don't like the word progressive anymore, but it used to be very westernized and civilized and a lot of industry and abundance and everything. And then we came in and tried to control it even more. We wanted to come in and take the control of their oil, and then push back. You want to go in and control, you're going to get pushed back. Same thing happens in our relationships. If you try to control your partner, you will get pushback. If you create space and you make a request and you ask, then you will get. That's a chapter 12 in my book, How to Be Happy with or Without a Man, is learning how to ask. And I'll share that with you now. It's you have to train a man to experience doing things right away for you. It gives him a hit of dopamine like sugar. Who doesn't like sugar or a hit of dopamine? So you need to get the brain addicted to that good feeling of doing things right away. And so it's called the 5-minute ask, which is put up your hand at random times and surprise him with a request of something he can do within 5 minutes that will make your life a little easier, that you could do for yourself. Now, this is for him, it stimulates, 5 minutes. I can make my wife happier. Okay, I can do that. But for a woman, it does make you happier, because women are particularly unhappy because they're like a snowball going down the hill. And as the snowball is going down the hill, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. They feel overwhelmed. They don't have the brakes. When the women are on their male side, they just start solving problems and they can't relax. They can't turn off. Men can turn off and go to their caves. Women can't so easily, put it that way. But if a woman knows that she's in a relationship and she can put up her hand and right away a man will do something that she can do for herself that she doesn't have to do, that experience of I don't have to do is relaxation. I don't have to do. And so even though it's brief, it doesn't matter. It's called a pattern interrupt. that snowball is building momentum. And if you can stop it, the momentum's gone. And it doesn't have to continue on. So this little 5-minute break every day, you're in a relationship with a guy, raise your hand at some random time, and you keep your list of things to ask for secret so he doesn't predict it. So it's new and different. We want it to be new and different, unexpected. But why are you asking me when you can do that for yourself? Well, you set it up, which is the 5-minute ask has its purpose, which is to ask him to do things that you could do for yourself. Anyway, you can see this book is just filled with great ideas and helpful advice. The thing I'm most excited about, but I put on the back burner, is my app. The app is, I've written all about the feeling letter. I've written feeling letters for people. I just know that people are too lazy or too resistant to actually doing it. Not everybody. Thousands of people have done it, but so many people don't do it because they don't want to feel their negative emotions. That's the whole point of why we suppress them. We don't want to feel pain. They're painful until we have enough love that just lets them go. When you learn how to let it go, it's not painful anymore, or it's not suffering. It's sweet pain. Like I'm mentioning, when I'm missing my wife, there's a sweet pain. It's authentic. It's real. It's what's in there. It's loss. Our lives are filled with loss, and sometimes you have to grieve that loss, and then you celebrate what you have. You feel the emptiness to fill it back up. Well, you can see I'm busy. I'm in that creative mode. I can go on and on and on. But I want to thank you all for listening and joining me as I share these new ideas with you. And I just wish you'd have a wonderful day today. God bless. We can finish up here for I guess what I'll do is may you have a wonderful day today.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for the Radiant Mind Meditation with Dr. John Gray, the #1 trusted relationship expert, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. What many people don't know is that John Gray spent 9 years as a celibate monk and the personal assistant to the founder of Transcendental Meditation. During this time, he learned powerful meditation practices and techniques, which he has developed and refined for the last 50 years. He now brings us his resonance, wisdom, and energy every week on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. on the Soul Search Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube. Join us every Wednesday.